foul. Flow water, big trip, boy, this a gray cloud. Highlights, ball is life, my whole take, wow. Big boss, hella chicken, I feel like Rick Ross. Why you going so damn hard? They got me off. These new can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. Hit boy, work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, these. Fresh out the bay, the game in my jeans. Black, slap, what do that mean? It mean a banging. Have my hand out, let me hang. These new can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. If hit boy work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, these luxury. Luxury. Ha, these luxury. Ha, luxury. Ha, ha, they can't with me. Slow it. I ain't finna stop till they make the rap blow it. Shout out, yeah, she was with me at my lowest. Best baby daddy in the world, and you know it. I thought that I was done, he said hop back in. Made it to the league, this is not Pac-10. Headline set, that's a big back end. Let the beat drop, bring that back in. Fresh out the bay, the game in my jeans. Black, slap, what do that mean? It mean a banging. Have my hand out, let me hang. Ay, these no can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. If hit boy work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, these luxury.
Now, from the second city of Chicago, head down Lakeshore Drive and you find venerable Soldier Field, home of the Bears. The veteran Brandon McManus ready to kick this one off. Off we go from Soldier Field. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. They'll go play action here with Williams. He's going to air one out right away. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. Off play action. Here's Williams. Oh, the first play, and he is intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Xavier McKinney. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
Once again, it's Jacobs. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face second down and 7.
Shot, 17. Set, hut.
On the ground, here's the rookie from Southern Cal. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
The trend around the league, Mike, is that we've seen that running back has really turned into a young man's game. And there's something to be said for having some fresh legs, fresh out of college. They love the dynamic ability this guy brings to their rushing attack, and it's clear why.
12, 10.
Let's go play action with Love. That'll be caught. It's Josh Jacobs. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
On play action, Love. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Tyreek Stevenson.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look.
Let's go now.
A play fake. Now Williams. Gonna look deep. Looking for more. He's inside the 30. And he will take this one in. 90 yards. Touchdown, Chicago.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back. Even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan, everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. On the return, here's Jaden Reed. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Ready. Set.
From the gun, it's Love. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And there wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. Here's second and 2.
Let's go now. Hey,
It's the tight end Kraft in motion.
ready.
A second down throw for Love. The catch is made. This is Tucker Kraft. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
It's a really critical conversion here because after not scoring on your opening drive, you just can't afford to follow that up with a 3 and out. So you find yourself down 7-0. sustain this drive and at the very least, see if you can come away with some points.
Strike. You don't blue. Ready?
On first down, it's Love. That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be second down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
On second down, Love. He'll go underneath to Jacobs. And he will score. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Green Bay. Brandon McManus now to add the extra point. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. And they are unable to tack on the extra point. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Ready? Bravo 80. Set go. To throw, it's Williams. Gonna look deep, looking for more. Oh, the defender able to get his head around and intercepted. Picked off by Carrington Valentine. And the Packers are going to take over once again at their own 20-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And they'll mark him down up beyond the 30.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
17.
Off the play fake. Here's Love. That one to the sideline and incomplete, and a penalty flag now comes in late. Maybe no receiver in the area on that one.
Here we go. Ready.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. That will make third down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one. Two minutes to play in a tight one-point game in this first half. We'll come back to Soldier Field. Following this, third down and 9.
12, 10, 22 needle. Go.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And this ball incomplete on third down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, like living in these third and long situations. Must pass is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And he got all of this one. Headed for the sideline. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot. I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
Well, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. Gonna look deep, looking for more. That is caught. And this will bring them all the way down to the 20-yard line.
As that play unfolded, Mike, I thought he was going to have a chance to find the end zone for the 2nd time here today. And I'll be honest, if I'm the play caller, at the end of this drive, I might give him one more shot at the end zone. But either way, they got to be thinking coming away here with 6. So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call. This pains me to say, Mike, because I love the idea of feeding the tight end, but you can only go his way so many times if it's not going to result in positive outcomes. So wouldn't be surprised to see him try to get his backs, his wide receivers, get some other guys involved, and then later in the game, go back to his big tight end.
And that is incomplete. Jair Alexander is there to bat that one away.
You just can't say enough about how hard it is to play cornerback in today's modern NFL, Mike. I mean, not only are these wide receivers better than ever, but the way the rules are written, you're really out there on an island with not a lot of options. Your technique has to be perfect. Your timing has to be perfect. It's exactly what we saw here.
And you get the ball right back on what you hot.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
And a nice run. Get them about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground here again. Jacobs, 1st down and more. And he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line.
2nd and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a 1st down.
Hey, check Mega.
The man in motion is Watson. On 1st and 10, here's Love. He's going to go deep, looking for Reed. And the Bears are going to have
like
the
you
ball
didn't.
at their own 18-yard line. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Here's Williams now to throw. Gonna look deep, looking for more. That is brought in. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 1st half of play. So we hit halftime along the lakefront here in Chicago, and the Bears are on top. As we'll get you down to Orlando now, that's where the coach is, Jonathan Coachman, and our EA Sports halftime report. Third quarter set to commence, and we're back underway here on EA Sports. Wow, they are hitting now. Been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on that return. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10.
Here we go.
To throw is Love. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Ready? Watch out now. 52. Cut.
Here's Love to throw. This one complete. Right side, it's Watson. And he'll get this up close to a first down, working it to the 33-yard line. Here's third down and a few inches.
Pause red. Ready?
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
So they failed to connect on another throw, and it's really been the story for both of these teams throughout this ballgame. I mean, neither offense can get anything going, and when you look at the scoreboard, it certainly reflects that.
No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for fourth down.
Ready?
This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down.
So on a critical fourth down, they want to put the game in the hands of their quarterback. Give them some options. They go with the RPO scheme. The defense sells outs to stop the run. He's forced to pull it. Incomplete pass. Great job by the defense, staying true to their assignments, playing disciplined football, and they get a huge stop there on fourth down.
Brings up second and 5 at the Packers' 28-yard line.
60 Bison.
Throwing on second down, Williams. Pressured, gets there, and down he goes.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Gonna look deep, looking for more. And the Packers will take over here, just past the 30.
So you find yourself with a lead here in the second half, and up until this point, I think he's done a pretty good job being a contributor to that, but you don't want to give the defense a chance to spark the comeback. You're trying to put him away late, protect the ball, safe throws. Don't be afraid to get to your check down. One bad read, one forced throw can be all you need to flip this game on his head and find yourself going with a lead late to falling behind.
He'll let this one rip, looking for Watson. And he will score. Christian Watson, touchdown Packers. So now, with the lead up to 5, they're going to go for 2 and try to extend it out to 7.
Packers will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Now Love. And he kept that play alive as long as he could, but the rush eventually gets to him and takes him down. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. Now an opening past the 30. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Williams. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. Picked off by Corey Ballantyne.
This has been tough to watch, Mike, really for a lot of reasons. And when you talk to everybody around this building, they know the future of this organization rests on the shoulders of this young rookie quarterback. And there's going to be ups and downs. There's going to be missed throws and misreads. But 4 interceptions into today's game, you find yourself trailing here. At some point, they got to ask themselves, is this rookie giving us the best chance to win now, or are we just all in for the future?
Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
I needed to get rid of it, but did not. It'll finally be taken down.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but now after that 2nd down sack, really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in 3rd and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of a 3-and-out, they're going to hold up here in pass protection. The defense is willing to just give up that run every single time. I mean, they're going to leave guys as far back as they can to protect the sticks. And in this case, flow to the ball, make an open field tackle, get off the field.
A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on 4th down.
Ready.
They'll go for it. Love. He's got a man. It's Dobbs. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line. So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay, right.
An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here. 1st down and goal.
Fight, 97. Yellow.
In motion, Reed.
Ready.
Love to throw on 1st and 10. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Tucker Kraft. Touchdown, Green Bay. Now it's McManus for the point after. It's up and good. And the Packers will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, it's Tyler Scott. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Ready, go.
Now Williams. Now a deep shot for Allen. Oh, big hole left side. And he's going to take this one all the way. 70 yards. Touchdown, Chicago. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance. But can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
This returnable with Reed. He'll He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Drill green. Here we go. Check, huh?
Love to throw it on 1st down. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down. He starts moving around the pocket. Nowhere to go with the ball, and they bring him down for a sack.
52 blaster.
Throwing on 2nd down, Love. This one on target, it's Dobbs. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
52. Double 38. Watch out now. 50 series. Blue strike. Hunt.
Here's Love. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch. And now 4th down. And he steps into this one. Gets off a big kick. Angled for the sideline.
At their own 41-yard line.
They'll come up for 1st and 10. Throwing is Williams. That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down. Couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
He was looking for Keenan Allen on that one. 3rd down coming up.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced. And at other times, it looks like they've never practiced at all.
On 3rd down, it's Williams. That's caught. It's the tight end, Komet. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10.
Ready?
Now, this looks like a design run. He's able to get away for one man, but those reinforcements, they got there quick. Take him down behind the line.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 32-yard line.
Check smash. Check smash.
They'll drop to throw. That one to the sideline is over everybody. But now a penalty flag will come in. They may get him for grounding.
Okay, ready?
Here's a big one. This 3rd down.
Go!
A play fake. Now Williams. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on 4th down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation. And right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. Now a shot here, deep middle. And he indeed picks
Let's
up
go.
his 1st down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Final minute, still 2 timeouts remaining as we get to 1st and 10. Off play actions. Here's Williams. He'll get this underneath to Swift.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Throwing again, Williams. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete.
So now after that last incompletion, this brings up a critical 3rd down. But remember, Mike, they don't have to get it all here in one play. They've got 3rd and 4th down. There's no punt, there's no kick. They've got to treat this like it's their final possession of the game, and they've got 2 downs to extend this drive.
The defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd down and 9. Williams to the air once more. That's hauled in at the 2. The Bears are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And now we're at the point of the game, Mike, where someone has to step up and make a play. It's exactly what this quarterback and his receiver did. It gives them now a fresh...
And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. Certain quarterbacks have a knack
What happened, bro?
And he finds the space to get in the end zone for the touchdown, Greg.
Yeah, just a
They
good
talking now.
old-fashioned quarterback sneak. Kind of a play that's taken the league by storm. Not necessarily the tush-push like we see up in Philly, but just as effective here, Mike. Mike, there's not a lot of ways to break this play down other than saying you get the wide-open target, you have the play you want, you're aggressive going for 2. You just got to catch the ball.
This returnable with Reed. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here's 1st down.
Blaster, stay.
In motion, Reed.
Ready?
We'll go play action with Love. The open man is Reed. He's got it. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
Here we go. Here we go. Hey, red. Red, yellow. Ready?
From the gun, it's Love. To the left side in the hands of Watson. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
Every team in the league practices these situations every single day. That's a critical 3rd down, Mike. So now with this fresh set of downs, they got to just take a deep breath. Now you're really not so much playing against your opponent as much as you are playing against this clock.
The man in motion is Watson.
Right, right.
On 1st down, it's Love. This one is caught by Reed. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd down and 3.
Striker, 3-3. Come on, set. Black Ultra. Black shot. Set.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Here we go, set. Cut, cut.
Now Love. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws.
GG's.
Are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out? Finding yourself down to your final timeout, this is the moment. This is the drive that you have to find a way to extend if you're going to claw yourself back into this game. But the defense comes up with a huge stop, and that will all but end this game.
That is hard. And they are going to add 6 more here at the end. Stay tuned for the coach's handshake. It might not be the friendliest. That late touchdown extends the margin of victory here on the game's final play. So this one in the win column for the Bears. They use a little home cooking here. They play a complete football game. And they're going to send their fans home quite happy.
I can show you lame, how to do this. Stack your money up, be about your business. They come with the wish list. They come with the wish list. I can show you lame, how to do this. Stack your money up, be about your business. They come with the wish list. They come with the wish list. Hey, I met this girl the other night. She said she wanted me and be a money wife. Respectfully declined because I said I got a wife. She said she wanted man, her best friend is doing around the way. I started hearing about her type. Always with the ball players, that's the one she likes. She got it done, and I guess they look alright. They call her princess, but she down in every. In and out of DMs, trying to be a rapper. She won't get the W, I skirt off when I see him. I know it's gonna get worse when I start doing Coliseums. Gonna be, I just call it how I see him. Let me clarify, I ain't talking about all women. Some just wanna settle down and have a couple cheering. For all my rapper homies, just be careful while you touring. You meet a pretty girl, but her intentions ain't the purest. I can show you lame, how to do this. Stack your money up, be about your business. They come with the wish list. They come with the wish list. I can show you lame, how to do this. Stack your money up, be about your business. They come with the wish list. They come with the wish list.
Hey, second phone buzzing, just delete the other number, yeah. Cruising at 103 till I seen them team that went the record. She was peeking out the cover. She said, Gigi, wait, you know. Grew up down the street, my uncles, number brothers. I said, jumping back, been lit. You at? She was just running. Emmett Smith, running back. She gotta make it. Rubbing it, just caught up. Then she got me playing down, painting nails. Calling me sound like the heads of the way I be chasing. You know she got them brands of the bed. I'm in Miami, so know the fans of the I called her door back with a 50. She wanted the. She said, who? About to make me cancel.
Now from the banks of Lake Erie, EA Sports welcomes you to Huntington
Yeah.
Field here in downtown Cleveland. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Cleveland. And they'll start this drive just across the 30.
You said what?
Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down. And again, it's Chubb. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now it's Watson. He's got the connection to Moore. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up. And he's into the clear. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Down inside the 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jahan Dotson, 35 yards. And the Eagles use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. There he goes right side. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Cleveland. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs, as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. On the end around, here comes Smith. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
Well, partner, if we had their entire playbook in front of us, I'm not sure we would have picked out that play as the one to run in that situation. How about the guts of the offensive coordinator? Dialing that one up into great success.
And his throw is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch.
Here's somebody wide open.
Trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is,
that's
a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They'll give it to Barkley off the option play. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. Third and 2. Throwing is Hurts. That is caught. He's going to have the first down and more than that. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run. 39 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Barkley inside handoff. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10. Now a toss right to Barkley. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Last time out, remember, they fumbled the football. That led to the touchdown. And, Charles, they were in the red zone, so that's a backbreaker. They got to try to pick up the pieces here on this drive.
Yeah, and I actually started to do the math here, so be patient with me. 12-point swing is the way I calculate it, because not only did they drop the ball in the red zone, they watched the opponent score a touchdown right after that. So their goal, have a drive here and try and get some of those points back.
That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 28-yard line.
And Chubb will try the middle here. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. 3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. Now Watson going to sneak it. And he is going to have a Browns first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. After the run, Watson going to throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Now Hurts looking to change the play. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. This time Smith, and it's intercepted.
Yeah, somebody wide open.
The Browns are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field.
Oh, and his early struggles continue.
That's crazy.
Intercepted. And the Eagles will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And that one too
right there
in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
For it?
It hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Off of play action, it's Watson. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Now Watson. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. To throw is Watson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. A great effort there as time expires in the first half. And the Browns have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And in the second half of a tie game, every decision gets magnified. And here, if he forces this ball, it could be intercepted. So that's the prudent play to just airmail it out of bounds.
Over the middle, brought in by Dotson. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And Hurts going to move him around. A first down carry for Barkley. Oh, what a juke into space. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left in no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Now they'll change things around before the snap. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
It's caught. Smith. He'll get it inside the 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, 39 yards. And the Eagles have moved out in front. Elliott good on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44.
For a quick second there, I thought we were about to have a repeat performance of a kickoff return for a touchdown. This guy's on fire today.
The Browns drive about to get started. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
The short one there, caught by Swain. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Faking the give. Now Watson. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
A great job defensively taking away his receivers. And he was forced to put that one into Lake Erie. But that's what good quarterbacks do. They don't take unnecessary chances if they don't have to.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Watson. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
Watson now to throw. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Cedric Tillman, 40 yards. And the Browns are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the third quarter. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
44 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Hurts sets up to throw it. That is caught. It's the tight end got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Dallas Goedert, 67 yards. And the Eagles strike quickly to take the lead here in the fourth. Elliott Good with a PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. A shotgun snap for Watson. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now Hurts changing up the play. Up the middle with Barkley. Dances by at the 20. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's Hurts to throw. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Eagles have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this fourth quarter. Elliott Good on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Pushing his way through. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. This is 1st and 10.
This is it.
Now they'll change things up.
Hey, 59.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Pass caught. He's got Tillman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10.
We're set. 59.
To throw, Watson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So a 7-point game, they'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
They've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. And down inside the 40 to about the 38.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Another run on second down, trying to cover up. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
Well, partner, I haven't seen a vote for most popular player on the team. This guy's got to get a lot of votes. He does not care, does he? Totally unselfish, physical runner, doesn't worry about yardage, just keeps moving the chains, being a team player.
This will be caught by Brown. That shoves him off at the 20. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now.
And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
GG's, bro.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Watson. Dancing to his left. He's going to let it fly. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And the Eagles come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only
Don't play with it, don't play with it, don't play with it.